the Army did. So the military, it had Russell Targ and remote viewing, and that's what Project Pegasus was a lot about, is skipping over timelines and traveling down the rabbit hole and things like that. So I don't know how much y'all know about any of these social paranormal stories out there we discuss in paranormal groups, but these projects, and we're going to start naming our own projects, but let's talk a minute about, Kimberly, do you know anything about skipping the timelines, or how the history goes, or anything to do between, it's everything we discussed and bringing it together where people are saying that you can, in quantum physics, like Tom Campbell theory of everything, Michio Kaku, and they're talking about all this deja vu and stargates. Somebody's calling in. Let me see who it is. But Kimberly, go ahead and talk about that. 909, you're on the air. We're going to talk to Kimberly about jumping timelines. Who's this?
This is Tessa.
Hi, Tessa. Tessa Dick?
Yeah, you recently reminded me about your show, and I was listening and heard you talk about Minority Report.
Oh, good, Tessa. Thank you. Everybody, this is the famous, one of the most famous dickheads I've ever known, and I'll tell you why. This is, my name is Teresa, and hers is Tessa, but Tessa Dick, you've probably seen her played or portrayed in movies. Philip K. Dick is one of the most famous people in my line of work. He's so famous that he's like, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. And they made movies like Total Recall, Minority Report, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Tessa Dick is the chick that can tell the story. So, Tessa, I'm so happy. Kimberly, this couldn't be a more famous deja vu night, and a mad too. So, introduce yourself. You know how to do this, lady. You're in radio.
Oh, well, I'm worn out from the second Philip K. Dick Festival in Fort Morgan, Colorado, where Phil's father lived a long time ago, and Phil and his twin sister Jane are buried there in Fort Morgan. Anyway, it's apparently every 2 years there will be a festival to celebrate his life.
Well, keep going. Tell us who you are and how you got involved.
Well, I'm wife number 5. Neither of us ever remarried. But when he moved out and rented an apartment for his girlfriend, I figured I should divorce him. Well, Phil had some extraordinary experiences during our marriage, but they were neither the first nor the last, just the most spectacular of paranormal experiences that he had throughout his life. And there are lots of movies that are supposedly based on his work, but the only one that's truly faithful, well, I guess I have to say A Scanner Darkly, but I don't think they understood the point of the book. But the best is Radio Free Albemus. It's from one of his Valis novels, which didn't get included in the Valis trilogy because nobody asked me what should be in it. Anyway, it's Radio Free Albemus. There's an independent film made from that novel that is really good. And I think they get it. Go ahead.
I was just going to, mention anything you can because we're, live recording, and I am a researcher and an archivist, not to mention an author and writer, and great fan of being a dickhead someday, but I'm still not a dickhead. But talk about his books, and the fans are called dickheads for Philip K. Dick, folks, so for all you nerds out there. But Kimberly, you know who we're talking about, right?
Ooh, where's Kimberly?
Oh, she's on mute.
Oh, I'm listening. I'm learning.
Oh, okay. You know Blade Runner, right? The movie? Yeah. His novel was titled... Yeah, the novel was titled Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? And
that's why they named. Oh, Tessa, that's why they named me my show. Oh my gosh, I just got it.
You got it.
Well, yeah, but Clyde Lewis had me on his radio show. I don't do that many shows, but I agreed to Clyde Lewis' show out on the East Coast, and he put. What do aliens or what do ETs dream of? I think he said, or do they dream of electric sheep? And they put little sheep up there. So that was my claim to fame. And I had no idea it had to do with Philip K. Dick. I'm so honored now. Thank you, Clyde Lewis, if you can hear me out there in Tessa Dick land on the I think he's in Washington or Oregon. You know who he is?
I've been on Ground Zero twice. Clyde Lewis's show. He's a great guy.
Well, he was so sweet to me. He treated me like royalty. Did he do that to you?
Oh.
Makes you feel like you're. What? He's got a style. Oh my gosh, folks! Talk about an officer and a gentleman. Not, but he just has this. Makes you feel like it's an honor to be human. Or alien, you're walking the hobby.
I got to be on Coast to Coast finally.
Yay! Well, you deserve it. You deserve it because you know the real deal.
I was on with Jimmy Church on a Saturday night. A fill-in host.
Yeah, I know Jimmy Church. He's a friend of mine on social media, and he talks to me a lot. He asked me what I was going to do. He said, who's going to write the business plan? I said, you write it. my club, the Alien Stargate and all that, the Allied Command. That's what we're doing tonight is introducing all that. Well, good. Go ahead.
Well, you need to ask him. You need to ask Jimmy Church when he's going to have me on Fade to Black.
You want to be on Fade to Black?
Well, he said he wanted me on, and then he seems to have, it seems to have slipped his mind, and I don't know who his producer is.
Matt, who's the producer of Fade to Black? You, or do you know somebody?
Oh, I got no clue. I got no clue.
Well, we'll find out.
Weird. All right, we'll work on that, Tessa. You and I got to team
I'm
up.
sure I could find out.
Okay, well, you do that.
He's more likely to have me on if more people ask him than just me, myself. Anyway, I will be on Caravan to Midnight with John B. Wells, but it's only for subscribers, so I recommend waiting till it's on YouTube next year.
They wait a whole year to put them on YouTube, or they put the...
I don't know. I don't know how long they wait, but you can't listen live unless you subscribe.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you helped start this back in 2012. You've been around with us since... You were doing radio, though, back then, weren't you? But you had to drive into town or something. And do you remember 2012? Or how long you been doing radio?
I didn't have to drive, but I was having internet problems, so I was riding my bicycle down to the library. My show also went through Blog Talk, but I've been doing that again now that I have internet at home, but I'm looking at new horizons and other things to do with my time.
Aw. Well, come back with us, whenever you can.
I have a small but loyal following, and they'll follow me anywhere.
Aw, that's so sweet. Most of mine are radio hosts. They all like me on Facebook. But that's what Kimberly's going to come in. She's new with us, but actually she sounds like an old soul. And she has past lives like I do, and probably like you do, Tessa. So Kimberly is a real pretty redhead, but she also does a brunette. I was a brunette, and I do red now. But Kimberly, you need to know Tessa Dick. Don't know if you're familiar, but if you don't know who Philip K. Dick is, it's okay. But in my world of researchers and science fiction writers, he's like a god. Okay, he's like Zeus or I don't know, just Stargate superstar.
He was just a guy you could sit down and have a glass of wine and talk with him. He'd make me either cook dinner for you or go get some Noggles burgers.
That's the kind of stuff
it sounds like a nice guy.
Oh, I miss Noggles. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
I'm known as a mad painter, but my name's Thomas Becker. I got a question I'd like to ask you about Philip, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Do you know how he got his inspiration?
Oh, Lord. From real life. Things like that happen to him.
Tell him about the light and tell him about the same. Amanda, do you know about the lady, the alien that came to see him with the blue light? But I'd like to hear Tessa's version because living with him, hearing it.
I didn't really know much about him himself. Now I've read quite a few of his books.
Pink light.
I thought it was blue. You're right. Why did I come up with blue?
Fire Bright was blue, but it was a little light that flitted around like a moth. The pink beam hit him in the eyes, is the way he told it. Actually, we had a silvery sticker taped up in our window, and the reflection of the sunlight hit him and temporarily blinded him. So when he looked away, he was seeing the rectangular shape of the sticker in pink phosphine activity. But that was the beginning of a whole bunch of very strange mystical experiences.
Can you tell Ahmad how you see it? Because I thought one of the movies they portrayed you, didn't they? One of the younger girls, or do you say it was one of his other wives in the movie?
I'm not sure which movie you mean. Might be one I haven't seen, a documentary.
It was a documentary on YouTube or Netflix. Somebody did it, and
I was actually in it, several documentaries.
Oh, well, maybe it was you playing you.
I don't remember a whole lot. About 10 years ago, I bonked my head real good, and I haven't been the same since. I can tell you all about when I was 2 years old, but I can't remember when I'm supposed to see the doctor or go to a lioness meeting or whatever.
That's short term. Yeah, I understand. There's a name for that.
I have it all written down, but I forget where I put it.